got me going backwards. You got me afraid of what I could lose. Your words were stuck on repeat. Oh, we had to make a choice. I had to separate myself. I had to fill the void. Had to find another person that I could ignore. We both wanted more, and we both wanted more. Sometimes we don't make up the time we lost before. I don't know if we'll make it to see what God has in store for us. For us. Days don't feel the same, maliciousness to me. Put my pride to the side, cause the truth gon' set you free. My days don't feel the same.
And we're back. Socha Safe Space, Volume 4. Here with yours truly, Baltimore's very own.
So, Lobo.
Lobo. Man, I feel like we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
First of all, how does it feel to be back?
It feels good,
Yeah.
just home. I had to see my girl, my family, so it feels good to be back. New York is definitely a lot. New York's a lot, but it's cool. I'm glad to be home for like a little bit.
That's good. Honestly, I feel like we're gonna have to just jump right into things. So let's have the viewership learn a little bit more about you. Let's talk about how you got started. I'll point out some of the obvious things that a quick Google search would find. You did have a church gospel singing background.
Yeah.
How'd you get into that?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah, I just come from like.
Did you have a choice?
No, hell no. Bro, my mom is like in her 60s, bro. Like old school black household family for real. So they was just like, you going to church regardless. But like my mom had me singing in choir and shit. So I just was doing it. Like I just was singing my whole life, but never really was like for me. It was because like I was just doing it because other people had me doing it. Like my mom had me singing because church foundation stuff like that. Okay. And then I sang in high school because I didn't want to go to the high school I wanted to go, like I was supposed to go to. Oh, okay. So it just was, means to an end type of thing. But like I feel like as an adult has been like the first time I've really been able to like do music and like thoroughly enjoy it because it's not for anyone but for myself.
No, that's fact. That's valid. And then I guess as you were continuing to sing coming up in high school, when did you kind of realize the power of your voice? Because you do have a very unique sound and a very commanding voice.
I'll be honest, that's a good question. I feel like I'm still figuring that out.
Okay.
I think, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's your voice, but I also feel like it's like your subject matter. Like, what are you talking about? For real? Because there's a lot of niggas that sing and ain't really talking about nothing. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like with those two in hand, it matters. I mean, it's in general, like, I feel like music just controls the type, like, controls you as a person because, what you listen to affects how you become as a person, I guess. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think it's the music. I think music has power, but words have power first. I think no matter whether you write it or you sing it, like it's still it just has. I don't know. It just matters.
I agree. Yeah, words are powerful, but if we're gonna start talking about powerful words, then we gotta talk about the album. I'm sorry, we just gotta jump into it.
It's okay.
All right, so for me, Impala was really like that. I thought it was a really good listen. It's solid sonically. What was your mindset going into Husk, knowing that an Impala existed, and all the feedback that you got from that, mostly positive, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So,
I think. Well, first of all, I'm glad that you liked Impala. I think for Husk, it was a lot of like me getting out of my own head because I felt like Impala was like a step up from Circa, but I just believe that in everything you do should be a step up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hit like a point where it's just like, oh, I'm not obviously getting better. Like before people care, I care first. I want to make sure I'm listening to this and it's not making me think of Impala. But with Husk, I just felt like I just had like a whole different perspective on shit. Like when I was making Impala, I lived in Jersey, and I was still like kind of getting my footing living in New York. But like when I was making Husk, I'm like already I've been in New York now. I've been experiencing a whole lot of different shit. Like I just want to talk more about like just a lot of different shit that I was going through instead of just being like, oh, I'm dealing with heartbreak, I'm dealing with this, I'm dealing with that. It's like, yeah, like I was writing just from different glimpses of like my life. Like East Side is about me leaving Baltimore 4 years ago, and then like Blur is about like, you know, just
I felt
it's about my girl. Like it was about my girl before we was even like really when we were still trying to figure things out. Um, I don't know, like Aquarius Leo was like based on. It's crazy. I wrote Aquarius Leo before everything that happened in that song happened literally the next day. It was crazy. Everything I wrote that happened in that song happened the next day, and I was showing my and I was like listening back to him like, nigga, this shit just happened. And I was like showing my friend Dave because he mastered the project. He said, yo, it's crazy because when he thinks back to the night, he's like, yeah, all that shit did happen. I was like, yeah, it's funny as fuck.
Like you're in your thoughts. Like when you guys are penning it, recording it, you just knew like this was to come.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, it just crazy. I just wrote it for like just to have like a bop on the song. Okay. And then all that shit ended up happening. I said, damn, I need to be careful about what I write about because words are power, and I didn't recognize that. Yeah, so I've tried to stop writing about super sad shit happening to me and just trying to write about other shit now. But yeah, that's just I don't know. This is where it comes from.
Blur was one of the ones on the album that I played that I had to just cut everything off and just drive in silence. So I mean, I feel you on where it's really kind of meaning.
Blur wasn't even supposed to be a sad song. I was just like I just like indie music. Yeah. So I just wanted to make a song like that and just I didn't think it was gonna sound like that. Like I'm glad that it's like it's a great song, but you know, it is a little melancholy. But like I don't listen to it, it feels sad. I'm just like, oh, this shit just fire. Yeah. But I don't know. It's just me.
Like the album in general. You're talking about having anything you do, you want it to be a step up. I think Husk was a step up for one.
Oh, thanks, man.
Well done, well done, well done. But on top of that, how it plays from start to finish, at least for me sonically, it definitely is like your inner thoughts and emotions all within the album because there's a lot of different sides too. Mm-hmm. Like I hear songs like Evil Eye, but it'll make me feel a certain way that I hear a Red Line. Like I was telling you before we even got started, like that 3-track run of Evil Eye, Red Line, and then going into the album title Husk track. The range of emotions that I felt there, and then towards the back half, completely, I wouldn't really say night and day, but I felt like when I heard certain songs, it was like my inner thoughts that I've probably felt at one point, and then I got to later in the album, I was just like, damn, I wonder what you felt when you recorded each of these songs. But like the album's been out like 3.5 weeks now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you feel now that the project's out? You got everything that you probably felt inside out there.
I'll be honest. I'm just happy that it's out. Yeah. When I was making Husk, one of my favorite albums, I think a lot of niggas' favorite albums is Blonde. But one aspect I really enjoyed about it was kind of like you said, like the night and day aspect of things. And I kind of played with that with Impala. So the thing with Impala before was like how your inward thoughts kind of affect like your outward actions. So like a lot of more like the somber songs are kind of like inner thought songs type of thing. And then like the more upbeat, more dynamic songs are kind of like outward emotion type of thing. Yeah. So Husk was another sense of like, it felt more linear because I started like the beginning was kind of like pass, and then Party's Over kind of felt like the immediate shift.
That's where the shift was.
Yeah, because it was like, to me, it felt like a storyline. It's like, oh, East Side to like Evil Eye. It's kind of like, you're like more so like having fun, you know, fucking around, like, and then from Husk to Fallout was kind of like I would say like kind of like the climax point because that's when it's like a lot of bad shit started happening and stuff. And then Parties Over is like the damn, like I'm sad. What the fuck do I do? Go from here. But then you go from Limbo to Lines, and that part just felt more so like, oh, you met somebody new.
Yeah.
But you know, you go through the range of emotions like, oh, like, is this worth exploring? Because I just went through what the fuck I went through with the last songs, you know what I'm saying? But it was kind of like I left Lines as the ending because I wanted to kind of leave it as like a open ended thing.
That's a good way to close. That was a good way to close it out, to be honest. Like I told you, when I first heard the project, I had to take a break from it because it was just a lot. I felt a lot of different things, but like you said, keeping it open ended with lines is like the right way to. I feel like to close out the album overall. Yeah, again, like I could speak on it over and over again, endlessly, and a lot of good things to say. But I want to pivot back. You got Circa, the EP, you dropped that in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Impala, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Husk, 3 weeks ago, basically.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see for yourself next? Like, I know it's still kind of too soon. I actually kind of like hate asking the question, but I'm curious because when I hear each project, I hear growth. I hear you kind of having that mindset, like I want to outdo what I did previously on each album, so or each project at least. So I'm curious, what's next for you, and how do you feel overall with so far your catalog that you put out there to the masses?
I feel like I have such a jaded answer because it's like I'll have people tell me like, oh, I really, really, really like fuck with your music, like this shit so far, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'll listen back and I'm like, nah. I always feel like I go back and be like, I could have went harder. I could have done more. I don't feel like I've really, I guess, done like not to say in like a nihilistic way or cynical way, but it's like I just feel like I just haven't really done much, and I feel like there's still so much more that I want to say and talk about. I mean, right now, like, I mean, I'm just kind of just still promoting the album, just trying to just push as much as I can. But realistically, I'm just kind of like, just want to like breathe for a second.
Yeah.
I feel like for the past, because honestly, I was working on a project since like September of last year. So
Okay.
it's now September, and now that it's out, I just kind of want to just like
So,
take a step back. Like I don't,
Yeah.
and it's like I don't want to like feel pressured to make more shit. Like I'm making stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I'll be honest, I've just been having a lot of like conflict with myself about like, cause you know, I put this project out and it's like people are receiving it well, but then I'm just like, okay, so now what? Like I feel like in this weird middle ground of like all I've been doing is working on this project. I've been doing this. I've been called like cutting time out from like my regular job to come and do this and to work on this. And I was like, oh, it's done. I have no more control of it. Like whatever happens with it is going to happen. People like it, they like it. If they don't like it, then I mean, fuck it. So it just is what it is. And I'm having to like accept like I'm like low key grieving because I'm like, damn, I sat with this so long. It was like my thing, and now everybody has it. And it's cool. Like I haven't had any negative response to it, and it's been really good to hear that. But I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next, to be honest. And I just kind of want to just like breathe and just live and just just see what happens.
You put a lot of time. You put a lot of yourself into that period. So I mean, I think you deserve that time. Honestly, I think I would be concerned if you drop something next couple months or like the top of the year. That'd be too.
I ain't gonna lie, knowing me, that's probably what's gonna happen.
This is what happened anyway.
Yeah, bro. Because I'm just like,
you're always working though.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it's a bad thing.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I like hiatuses to some degree. Like I always carve out time to just kind of like chill. Like I'll make music up until October, and then November, December, and then January. I try not to like work on music because it's holidays, and then my birthday is in January. So I just I try to chill. But then like once February and February so forth, I'm like, yeah, like I'll make stuff.
Time to clock in.
Yeah, because I feel like it does get to a point you can overwork yourself, especially if it's like for me, my situation, I'm in front of it all the time. My bedroom is my music studio. So I'm waking up, I'm looking at it, and sometimes I'll feel bad if I don't go in front of my computer and be like, oh, I'm going to make some shit today. Or if I do sit in a computer, I don't make a full song and I'm mad at myself. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then it's like, I'm getting my reps in. You know what I'm saying? Like last week, I was so down bad. I was so sad.
Last week?
Like last week I was like super sad, bro. Like just had so much shit on my mental, just a lot of stuff going on personally. And I made a Jersey beat.
What?
Yeah, like a whole like Jersey club
shit.
beat. I've never made a beat like that, and I don't know why I made it.
Dang. After hearing what I've heard,
Yeah,
have a Jersey beat in the cut.
yeah, it just was like I don't know why I made it, but it just was like
It came to you.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna like make a song to it. Like if somebody wants to sing on it or rap on it, they can do it. No, fuck no. But it's just like I don't know. It's crazy how like you could be in such a sad state and just make some fun shit.
It's like a form of release in a way, though.
Yeah, because I was like, damn, shit, I crank. Niggas wouldn't even know I was sad when I made this shit. I was sad as fuck, but shit just happens. Like I made some of the saddest songs I've written and wasn't even sad.
Yeah.
I made songs about heartbreak. Wasn't heartbroken.
Why does that happen? I feel like I've heard artists say that. Like they'll be in a great space mentally, but they just wrote the saddest shit they could ever write.
Bro, sometimes it's like it's just shit that I would say for me personally, I don't like personally talking about this shit that I've gone through in like regular conversation. Oh, yeah. So sometimes when I am just making a song, whatever the fuck was going on back then just come out in that moment. So I could write about a situation that happened 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. That was what's supposed to come out, then that's what happened.
I had no conversations about it. Like it crossed your mind. Here you are. Boom.
Yeah. Release. And for me, like I have a hard time writing songs, like sitting down and writing a full song, like verse, hook, chorus, blah blah blah. Like for me, I just write. I just write my thoughts, and I try to do it as often as I can, just to keep writing. And then sometimes like I'll look and I'm like, oh, I could use that, and now it'll turn into like a whole song.
That makes me even more curious. I want to tap in a little bit more into like your overall process too, because you've shared with me that you do have a form of autism.
Yeah,
yeah,
little on the neurodivergent side. Yeah.
So I'm curious, what's that like being an artist, and what are things that you're like sensitive to? Are there any things that you still are trying to overcome, battling?
Yeah.
Such, or what have you mastered as well?
One thing I will say that I do think like being autistic does help with is that like when I'm really, really, really into something, like I get super hyper fixated on it. As far as like activities, you know what I'm saying? Like so in a healthy way. Let me say that. Let's clarify in a healthy way. Yeah. But like when I make music, like I just get super stuck on it. Okay. And it's like I'll just keep thinking about it, keep working on it, what can be done more, and just really like super self-impose myself to just be like, I'm gonna just do this and just do it and over and over and over. The negative side though, a lot of noise does like overstimulate me a lot, like which is ironic because I live in fucking New York, but places. But like I'll like sometimes have to like calm myself down like after performances and stuff, because when a lot of people come up to me and start talking to me and shit, it's overwhelming because it's a lot of voices. It's a lot of, I'm trying to unfamiliar voices. Yeah. And it's like even people I know, it's like if I'm talking to you, but then everybody coming to me at the same time, like, oh, da 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 da. It gets overwhelming to a point where I would just like kind of all right, I'm over this. Yeah. So it's definitely a lot of like trying to just censor myself with that. Okay. And I don't know, but it's definitely a blessing and a curse for real. Mm-hmm. And I think that it's good that like a lot of like adults, whether like older than me or like my age, are like going to actually find out like what the hell is going on with them. Like what motivated me to find out was one of my close artist friends. He's like a little bit older than me. He told me, he was like, yeah, I went and got like diagnosed, and I found out like, he's also autistic too, but he was like, yeah, like, but it helped me figure out a lot of stuff that I used to be confused on why this happens to me and not happen to like my other friends, whether it's like on a, like an emotional aspect.
What made him go?
He just had questions, and
General question.
yeah, he was like,
solid.
and his therapist was like, yeah, you should just like figure it out because it doesn't seem like it's like a depression thing. It might just be something else. So he went and got diagnosed. I was like, well, let me figure it out. So I went, did the same route. It was a pretty penny to find out, but I found out, and I was like, damn, this kind of answers a lot of like this makes a lot of sense because I deal with like a lot of things emotionally and just like on a social aspect thing too. Like I know how to be like very quiet
Yeah.
a lot of times. Like, and it's like even with people I know, like people think I'm like, I don't fuck with them. It's like no, I'm
It's
just
not
like,
bad at all.
yeah, I'm just like trying to process what the fuck is going on. Like I'm super over analytical. I'll pay attention to everything in the room. Like I'm looking at shit niggas not even paying attention to, and it's not even on some like. You know how some niggas they be doing that like, yo, I'm worried about what the niggas in here gonna do. It's like, nah, I'm not paying attention to that at all. It's just everything. So it has its ups and its downs sometimes. Yeah.
No, that's solid. I'm glad you were open to share that with me. It's always good being transparent, but I think that's like super unique. Especially, I mean, and you play instruments.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
so I'm curious how that like even works.
I think it goes back to the hyper fixated thing because I taught myself how to play guitar and bass. I'm not no keys playing ass nigga, but like I can do a little bit of keys, and I learned how to record and a lot of other stuff just because like I have friends that I used to watch record themselves and stuff, and I just paid attention to it. But I just was watching YouTube videos, asking niggas in sessions like, "Oh, how do you do that?" Because it's like I don't know. I like I told you, I like working with people that are better than me.
Yeah.
Because if you're better than me, then that means there's more for me to like push myself to do. So yeah.
No, honestly, shoot, that's how I am. Like wherever I'm doing, I could be in this space. It could be from 9 to 5. I'm always going to ask questions because I mean, you kind of have to ask questions, especially if you're working with folks that have more experience, probably more skilled. Like you can learn a whole lot, but just staying quiet doesn't do you no good.
Yeah, I mean, because you only going like, I don't think being quiet is wrong.
Yeah,
but I think as long as you're being observant,
yeah.
There's a lot of niggas that are quiet off of like ego. Just because they're not just going, they're just not willing to ask the questions.
Quiet. At least, are you seeing everything? Are you reading the room? Are you understanding what's going on? Like, be observant.
Yeah, when I first started really producing, my initial driver was I don't want to be the only nigga in the room that can't do anything or contribute. But now as I can produce on my own now and stuff like that, I'm like I've learned to like sometimes let go of the reins and just kind of let the producer be the producer. Yeah. Because they're obviously we're in this room for a reason. Obviously, there's a reason why we want to work together. So I'm gonna go out my way and get out of my way to let you rock and see where we can meet in the middle for what I want and what you want.
Your vision and probably whatever they think they can contribute to the vision that you have.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like it's both of our shit. Yeah. Like whether I sing on it or I produce or you sing on it or you produce at the end of the day, like it's both of our shit. Like you're putting as much energy into it, if not more than I am. So it's like we both should be happy with what we make.
I'm glad I didn't even have to correct myself because you said it better because it's both of y'all's vision and it's kind of meeting in the middle. I pointed it out and said that he's contributing to your vision, but I think it's interesting that you don't view it as just like also yours because sometimes you'll talk to an artist and like they kind of I don't know sometimes they take people that produce for granted. I mean that's the thing. It used to be a real conversation starter like during like that COVID era, like with Sunny Digital and all of them were like, yeah, we need a union for producers. I wonder if you.
Yeah, a lot of producers get fucked.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, and it's crazy for real because without the beat, you ain't really got the song. You just doing spoken word for real. So like for anyone that I work with, I always like for the most part, if I can, I always try to do like 50-50.
Okay.
Of course, it kind of gets a little different once you involve more people. But I try to have it as fair as it can be.
Right.
Like even if you contributed a little bit, I'm still going to be like, oh well, you contributed a little bit, so I'm gonna just like piece you off because at the end of the day, like this wouldn't exist if you didn't put your part in it. I don't know. I don't. that's an easy way to like burn bridges and like especially if you're working with your friends too. Why would I don't want to fuck over my friends?
Yeah.
So but I also like just producing for myself because it doesn't eliminate a lot of that. But you know, whoever I work with, I try to make sure it's like it's always fair because at the end of the day, like a lot of producers do produce for a living.
Yeah.
So it's like at the end of the day, like I just want to make sure that like it makes sense and that you still get what you deserve.
What you deserve, yeah. And everybody's happy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about because you also produce, play bass guitar. Um, yeah, I think I said this earlier, probably before we even started shooting. But you're more so. I think you're more unique than like I don't really know if I were to compare an artist to someone, be like, oh, you remind me of this. Like I know a lot of artists don't even like that, but like you're so unique. But do you feel that your overall style? Are there any inspirations out there that you kind of have picked from, or you just more so are observing how someone goes about their music process, how they their overall output of what they put out that you've like literally adopted or kind of molded something new for yourself?
Um. Honestly, I think I'm really just a fan of music.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. Like regardless of the genre. Like I like Flocks of Dimes, but then I also like Nino Pete.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
That's range.
what I really hyperfixate more on is like the recording, like how the record was like made. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's always interesting, like trying different recording processes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually geek out over like producers like Buddy Ross who like did shit
Okay.
with like Frank or like I know his ID's like Sarlo's son, but he's done shit with like Dijon and McGee and shit
Okay.
like that. So it's like paying attention, like list, like I don't know. I do like really big deep dives on like how like certain projects was recorded and stuff like
Right.
that. I've seen niggas like I've seen Billie Eilish. She was talking about in one of her videos how she would play like the music out loud, like the beat out loud on the speakers and record at the same time because she likes how the feedback from the beat would be in this like the actual recording of the vocal. Because usually when you record, it's all headphones. You don't want the beat in the vocals mix because it's harder to mix sometimes.
But for her though,
It bleed, yeah, it bleeds through, and she likes like that because it adds like a extra texture or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
Like I've seen niggas where it's like they'll have like just like the regular like mics that you see people perform with,
Yeah.
like with the little ball on the top.
Yeah.
I've seen niggas like put socks over top of it and uses like a pop filter just because it adds like density to the vocal while not like including like they'll have like the speaker playing all this stuff, but because you know they're not in their studio, they're in like a hotel room and a recording,
Yeah.
then they'll have the you know the mic as like a filter.
You're a fan of this shit.
Yeah, I
You're
like
a student too though, because like if you see something that you kind of would like to try, you would go ahead and do that yourself.
Yeah, I'm like I geek over that shit. I don't like honestly like that's why like I was telling you about my friend Dave. Like
Yeah.
me and him have a lot of good conversations because he's just as much as like a music like nerd as me for real, and he'll teach me like all these different things and how like different recording styles, and it's just like if I want to know how to record a certain way, I'll ask him like, oh, how do I do this? Like if I want more of like an intimate style, he'll be like, oh, like do it like this, you know, position a mic like that, whatever, like make sure these settings, like he'll just know all that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, like he's the only nigga I know that will read a manual.
Hearing the story you shared with me, like before we started recording, and just hearing this now, I can see it. I
Yeah,
haven't met him, but I can totally see it.
when we were doing the live stuff for the project,
Oh yeah.
he we used a lot of like my gear that I have at the crib. And one of the biggest things that we were having issues with, well, I was having issues with, was my mixer board. And I told him, I said, bro, I haven't used this shit over a year. I don't know how the fuck this works. I'm having issues. He said, yo, like give it to me. I'll figure it out. So I gave it him for a week. This thing's like, yeah, bro, I figured out everything. And he never did like live audio engineering before.
But you figured it out.
Yeah.
That's his gift for real.
Yeah, he's insane, bro. He was like, and he works at like he works at Guitar Center, so he just gets like blessed OD. So he's like, he rented out some of the gear that we needed, and just worked out. And I was like, damn.
I like that you keep your friends close, and you frequently collab with them. And if there's anything that you have going on where, oh, I want to do this next for this album, you know somebody for that.
Yeah, I mean,
put them on.
This shit just be fun.
Yeah.
Like it should be fun, no matter if it's like elevation, the shit or not. It's like at the end of the day, like I started making music because of my friends who were already making music. And the people that fucked with me when I started making music seriously were my friends.
Yeah.
So like when I perform, those niggas are my friends. When I'm like the people that I work with are my friends.
Yeah.
Like I'm very big on like personal relationships.
Yeah.
And it's like we don't gotta be like texting every day or like being like, oh yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like at the same time, it's like there has to be some sort of like I fuck with you as a person.
Yeah.
Or you fuck with me as and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's just off the strength of like, oh yeah, like you're good at what you do, I'm good at what I do, let's do this. It's like it turns me off for real because then it's like, oh, you're not. I don't feel like you fucking with me for the right reasons, or I'm fucking with you for the right reasons. I don't like feeling like I'm taking advantage of somebody because of their skill set.
I never want to do that.
Yeah, so I just rather just the bond is there. You believe in my shit just like I believe in you, and we just build from there and just go from it. Like I don't know, that's important.
No, it is important, and I mean, honestly, this is the first time meeting you. I'll be honest, but you definitely kind of made a great first impression on me. Like, great to talk to. You got a similar sense of humor because I was before you even started laughing, I was cracking up at a lot of shit. I feel like there's so much that we could talk about. A lot of deep dives in certain areas. I like doing this because you said it yourself. You're a fan of music. Let me get a top 5 vocalists.
Top 5 vocalists.
Whatever it's easy. If it's easier right now, or if it's all time, I'll let you pick.
Damn. Top 5 vocalists.
Yeah, talk to me. And disclaimer: don't pivot and ask me because I have no idea. This is all you.
I feel like this is an obvious answer. Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Michael Jackson.
Why not? I mean, yeah.
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo. Yeah.
Minnie Riperton.
Ooh.
Yeah. That girl can sing.
It's a great pick.
I'm about to reveal my age because I'm about to sound like a young nigga. I don't know his name, bro. The lead singer from the Isley Brothers.
Oh snap! I feel like
I
should know this too,
bro. I cannot remember his name to save my life.
Oh my god!
But his vocal range is insane.
Oh, Ron?
I think is his name Ron Isley? Yeah, Ron Isley.
Okay.
And then niggas might agree with me, niggas might not agree with me. I think Donnell Jones.
That's a great pick.
Yo,
that's not a common pick.
Nah,
I just want to put that out there,
bro. I was bumping his shit, and like once I really, really, really like someone's music, I'll like do a deep dive, bro. Yeah. That nigga can sing, and he can write.
Yeah, like forget the obviously the hook that he got on Player No More, Big Punch Drink. Like, if you do a deep dive on Donnell Jones, I had an uncle that put me on to Donnell Jones. I had no idea,
bro. He can.
His pen was like that.
His pen is like that.
I didn't even understand pens when he put me on. So as I got older and I revisited, I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, like his pen is really like that for real. Mm. Can I say one more too?
Yeah, definitely.
Damn. I feel like this is I feel like this is pretty common too, but I would say fucking like Usher too.
Yeah.
But I mean Usher, that's a household name.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, he can sing and he still can sing. And he was Chris Brown before Chris Brown was Chris Brown for real. You know what I'm saying? Like Usher walked so Chris Brown could run for real. 100%. So it's like, yeah.
No, that's a solid list. That's a diverse list, actually. Let me start there. It's a diverse list, solid list. I know you and I could probably talk music endlessly, but we might have to do a part 2. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I'll be down.
I'm more so looking forward to see what's to come after you get much needed rest after dropping Husk, which is available everywhere, all platforms.
Facts.
And I'm gonna take a week break from Husk and I'm gonna revisit it probably in November. and I'm gonna share my new thoughts with you because I just feel like way music is digested these days. Sometimes you take it in, you gotta give it a breather and then come back to it because you'll always discover something new.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair when people listen to albums and they're like, "Oh, this shit's ass." Like
Yeah.
this shit's ass, and it's like it just dropped. Like
Yeah,
you didn't even give it a chance to just like let it breathe.
Yeah.
And I say that as a hypocrite because I've also done that.
Me too.
But it's like I had to stop doing that because like we were talking about a certain album. I was telling you, I'm not gonna say it,
Yeah.
but I was telling you about it, and I was telling you why I couldn't. I was telling you why at first I didn't like it,
Yeah.
but then as I gave it time, I was like, oh, I actually really fuck with it.
Yep.
I just felt this in the moment. So it's like, yeah, niggas need to put down TikTok and just like digest albums for themselves. A lot of niggas don't listen to albums no more, bruh.
They don't.
It's crazy.
I don't jump around. I have to press play and it has to play all the way.
Facts. I'm the same way. I can't like I will literally wait to play an album until I have the time to sit down and listen.
For me, like I'll press play, track 1, track 2. If I feel myself getting fatigued already and I can't continue and I want to jump to something else, I just stop and try again later.
Yeah.
That's how I listen to it.
I like albums where the artist has me excited, like because me, I like going to bed early. Okay. So niggas be dropping at midnight.
Yeah.
If I really, really fuck with you, I'm gonna stay up to listen. But if it's like I fuck with you semi, but like I'm gonna go sleep, I'm gonna listen the next day. Yeah. But like for the most part, if I'm really excited, I'm gonna listen that same night.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that I will say as we close, don't stop listening to Husk. Honestly, don't stop listening to
real
Husk.
Shit.
Great album. Lo, I appreciate you. This has been real fun.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks for sitting down with me. I hope to sit down again. And yeah, trust me, you got a real fan with me. So
thank you, bro.
Keep going. Don't stop what you're doing.
Thank you. Yeah, no, this is fun. I definitely would do this again.
Say less. Socha Safe Space.